Hey y'all, just gonna take a walk to the post office. I just want to show people how quiet and dainty our little town truly is. As you can see, there is not a soul outside because, you know, everybody apparently likes their rest here. It's more of a small little retirement town, I'd say. I believe our population is like 850. See here. Yeah, it's quite small. I just left the house a minute ago. And yeah, it's... See, you can see it's... You don't see anybody outside. There's... As far as the eye can see, you're lucky if you go outside and see maybe one or two people in an hour span, like I stated. But yeah, it's quiet, peaceful. Not very many vehicles. As you can see, you don't see any vehicles on the road at all. But yeah. I know a lot of you are stating you live in some pretty big towns with a lot of people. I used to, and then I moved out here. And yeah, I'll tell you, it's definitely a different form of living, that's for sure. I don't drive. Never bothered getting my license. I tried once, but yeah, it's not really something I'm keen to getting, maybe down the road. But yeah, as you can see down the street there's our tiny little grocery store. And yeah, we'll get there momentarily. It's not too bad out today. I think it said -6. Not much snow on the ground. Well, quite a bit. As far as I'm concerned, it's not much. There's another empty little street there. Yeah. This big empty field here, if I'm correct, it used to have a building back in the day. But apparently they haven't done anything with it. So, who knows? Maybe eventually. Now, I think I could take the back way, but I think I'll take the normal way, as every town has. As I zoom in, you can see, where is that now? way down yonder, we do have a LCBO, a small one, as I think every town has. And then across the street, there's our, tiny little beer store that apparently every town has to have. And just keep walking. It's, like I stated, it's pretty close walk to everything. So, I mean, honestly, like I said, I've only been walking for a couple of minutes. There's our back alley down there. There's not a whole lot. We do have a little, I guess you would call it, ambulatory kind of thing. But yeah, that's just for transporting all the all the bodies that go to the funeral home, because apparently people are just dying to get here. So yeah, here's our, you can see across the street, that's our tiny little Rodney market. And then we have, our Royal Bank. It's the only bank we have here. Which is the reason I opened a Royal Bank account. And what else do we have? Not a whole lot. It's pretty empty, as you can see. Oh look, a car, but it's going the other way. And yeah, there's a sign. If you see that empty patch over there, there's a sign stating that apparently we're going to get a gas station. But honestly, I don't hold my hopes up. We haven't had a gas station here in many years. We have a clothing store. It's called St. T. But yeah, he's got some really cool stuff in there. And what else do we have? Well, there's our little, oh, they must be doing construction or something. But yeah, that's our tiny little corner store. And I'll tell you, this auto parts place across the street, it's been empty for many years. They just opened a, let's see here, mutual insurance place. I don't know much about it. Never been in there. But yeah, like I said, we don't have a whole lot here. But as you walk up here, there's our post office. It's a quaint little post office. It's not very big. It's pretty tiny, actually. And then I'm actually heading to the dollar store first because I have to pick up a birthday card for Miss Canadian Scrapper. I gotta make it special, so it's gonna take me some time to figure out what suits her best. And then we have a tiny little, what's this? It's a little car repair place, but yeah, don't go there. It costs you a fortune. And then across the street, we have our tiny little South Side Mom and Pop's restaurant. Now that big brown building there, that's actually, I think that's City Hall. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, here I'll show you quickly before I go in. I'm gonna cut the camera and then I'll come back. Oh, look at a cute little puppy. Hi, puppy. See? And it's called the Dollar Haven and Discount. This is our dollar store. So I'll continue after this video and put them both together. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, it took a while to pick out that card. It's hard to pick out a card for somebody you haven't met in person. So, anyways, where were we? We have, oh, I already showed you the dollar store, which I'm walking by again because I had to go to the post office after the dollar store, which is now done. So anyways, yeah, Miss Canadian Scrapper, you should receive your card quite early. It'll definitely be on time for your birthday. So yeah, with a lot of these buildings here, see, you're now starting to see a few cars. You get the odd one here and there. But here is, if you can see it, Whoop, too close. That's the community hall. It's not really used anymore. Apparently there was an old jail at the base of that, but I don't think they have it anymore. We do have a place here. It's called Twisted Toppings. Don't eat there, it's disgusting. Ooh, what's this? I just saw a new store popping up. Sugar Bakery, soft serve treats. I didn't know that was even there. And this here is our other mom and pops. It's called Shannon's Diner. Pretty good food. How you doing today? That's good. This here across the way, attached to the community hall. Let's see if I can zoom in. That's our old fire hall now. That's been shut down for a very long time. So now it's just part of the building that's more historical. This building here is a, see if I can zoom out more. This building here is very historical. It's very old. Actually, it used to be an old saloon way back in the day, and then it turned into, and then it was a corner store that was there for quite some time. They decided to sell the corner store to a, I think it was a Portuguese family, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, they were going to remodel it and turn it into a fancy restaurant. I really don't know why, because we're in a farming town. And what happened is while they were remodeling, they ended up taking out the support beams, which in turn now they can't tear it down because it's a historical building, but they can't use it. So it's kind of just sitting there. There used to be some really cool apartments up top, which is no longer in use, clearly, because of that. Now, we don't have a whole lot. Across the way here, we have an empty building, which is not in use. If you look at the very top of these buildings, it's actually very, it's antique. I mean, it's from the 1800s. I do have some pictures I can probably attach too that shows you what the buildings used to look like. That there with the blue sign, that is our, how do I call it, a seasonal ice cream shop that is only open in the summer and spring, I believe. And across the way here, this is our, look at how big, the biggest building in town, and it's the funeral home. What does that tell you? And then across the way there, you can see the building at a far distance. That building there, I believe, used to be another old saloon, I'm pretty sure. And then right beside it, you can see there that little tiny building in between. That is now a library, which actually used to be the old Mason Hall, which is no longer. So, yeah, you can clearly see all these buildings here are quite historical. And then, yeah, I'll find some pictures and post with this so you can actually see what it looked like. Good morning. And yeah, so here's the streets now, and then I will actually attach some photos so you can see what it used to look like. But yeah, it's very quiet, not a lot of people around, and yeah. And then way down yonder, way down that street there is where the kids' school is, the elementary school. So yeah, there's the Rodney, the Dennings funeral home. So now I am on my way to walk back home. I don't want this to be too long because then I won't be able to upload it onto my computer, which will really suck. Oh, before we go, let me show you something really cool. They have these outside of the old saloon, and you can see here, these are the old, see here, there was the old Royal Hotel, which is now actually, I believe, that old Royal Hotel, I believe, is now the Dennings building, which is, you know. And then we have here, you can see here at the bottom, Furnival Road, which is this main road here, going down straight downtown. And you can see here some really cool old photos of what it looked like back in the day. I think it was in the, maybe this was in the 50s, if I'm correct. And then you got more bird's eye view up there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And you got some old ones here. Now this is more, I think this is more the railroad in Wardsville area back in the 1800s. These are really high up and I'm really short, so yeah, that's when they did the tobacco harvesting back in the 53. And see here, there's the old, that's the old Rodney Community School, which burnt down many years ago. And you can see here some really cool pictures. That's Rodney Parade Fairgrounds. Well, I don't know, because of everything going on, they haven't had the parade, but yeah, that's the old building on the corner I showed you with the awning. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I got one more to show you. This is back when they first paved Furnival Road, and it shows photos of the town, old photos, and when they paved it. So it's really hard to get up that high because, you know, they got it way up. Well, these used to be, I guess, here, I'll zoom out now. These used to be the old windows. Now, if you look very carefully, you can kind of see with, you can see kind of the different colored brick here. See, oh yeah, it shows up perfect. So you can see that one there. And then at the very far end, you can see this one here. And that's where they used to have the doors back in the day of the building, before they remodeled it, of course. So yeah, it's a historical building, so it's quite old, but they've been trying to keep things up, I guess, so it doesn't fall apart. So now the fun walk home, which, you know, it's not a long walk. I think it's what, average of 5 minutes, depending on how fast you want to walk. So I mean, the grocery store, yes, it's higher prices, but they're pretty accommodating and they get you everything you need. Like if there's something that you need, they'll get it for you. And there's the back alley there. If you look at the very far distance there, just on the other side of that white truck, that's where our emergency services ambulatory care is. That's so that, you know, being a retirement town, it's nice to have it close by, just in case. But I will say the average of a day, like, because it's such a quiet town, they don't even use their sirens out here. You're lucky if you see a police car, maybe once in a blue moon. I think the last time I saw a police car was, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. So yeah, it's very quiet here. There's another quiet street. As you see, no people. Another quiet street, no people. And yeah, I'm walking the back way home, which is, oh yeah, this here, this was, I'm brain farting, sorry, I'm really bad with trying to think here. But this building here, yeah, this was, well, I showed you the tiny little one that's now the library that used to be the Mason Hall. This used to be the, I think it was, I can't even think of the name of it now. Oh, there's a sign out front. I wonder what it says. See what that says? Notice of something. Notice of public meeting. Yeah, they want to have a meeting to find out what they're going to turn this building into. They don't know yet. Here, let me see what it says. Oh, that's a lot of snow. That's pretty deep. Okay, hold on. Notice of public meeting. It says, to consider the conversion of this existing former Legion building and the addition to the existing building with a proposed reduction to the side yard width to facilitate the development of 18 residential apartment dwellings? Really? By rezoning the subject lands from I zone to R3 to 2. So they're planning on turning it into 18 residential apartment dwellings. Which, I mean, it was a beautiful Legion at the time when I first came out here. But unfortunately, since, well, the Legion members that used to run the Legion, sadly, I believe the last one had just passed away. And there's nobody wanting or willing to take it over. And I guess it's true, it is. It's dying. It's slowly but surely falling apart. Oof, my fingers are getting nippy. It's starting to get really cold out here. And there's our... Woo, that was really close up. There's our beautiful tower. And look at that. There's sunshine right above it. That's a really cool looking picture. So yeah, that's our tower, and wow, my fingers are falling off. It wasn't windy walking here, but it sure as heck is now. Hey, you got some pretty beautiful looking houses here. Some of them are quite old. This person here, oh, got a car coming. First one I've seen in a while. But yeah, they have this beautiful pasture of land. I don't know. I don't think they do anything with it. There's a lot of beehives in there and something that looks like a chicken coop, but that's been there forever. So yeah, look at that, another car. Yeehaw. Thanks for slowing down. You didn't want to splash me. And everybody is so friendly out here. They wave at you, even if they don't know you, they say hi, which is really cool. This is a lot of water. I'm not walking in that. That's like a flood and a half. This corner always floods. I don't know why. But yeah, that's pretty deep. That's like a foot of water, if not deeper. It says my boots are waterproof, but I don't want to test the theory. So yeah, I just walked down this street here. If my fingers survive. And that's pretty crazy. But as you can see, it's very quiet. Pretty peaceful. You can hear the birds. Oh, the whole tree's full of birds. Look at that. Pretty little birdies. I don't know if you can see them on camera. I'm getting a glare, so yours might be better than mine. Little birdies. They're happy. Things are melting slowly, but you know, weather's unpredictable in Ontario, I'll tell you. You never know. Get beautiful weather, and the next day could have a blizzard, could have a hailstorm, could be 30 degrees. You just never know. Oh, look at that. Another car coming. Maybe I shouldn't walk in the middle of the road. I get so used to walking in the middle of the road because there's no traffic here. But, yeah. Right. See, everybody waves at you. Well, I guess it does help too. It's a small town, and like my father's lived here his entire life since he was a child, so he probably knows everybody out here. Yeah, it's pretty quiet, peaceful. Right now, besides, you know, the odd car going by, all I hear is in the background, I can very faintly hear cows. I can hear dogs barking and birds chirping, and that's about it. I'm curious if I'll have feeling in my fingertips by the time I get back, though. So this is, well, I think, yeah, this is the road I started off with. I kind of went in a circle. As you can see there, that's the road. If you look way down there, there's the corner store, the market. So, yeah. Dead end street. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, it's quite nice out. Otherwise, got out of that wind chill, which was awesome. Oh, shoveling your driveway. There you go. Good morning, or afternoon, shall I say. Pardon me. It's chilly, so when you're talking, your throat gets a little tickly, but that's okay. And then this is my street, just down there at the end. See if I can show you. Yeah, the very end there where the stop sign is, that's where it is to go into town. So yeah, it's not a far walk. Average maybe 2-3 blocks. I just went the long way because I like the scenic route. And then yeah, just down this way to the main road. I mean, at least I got the card mailed off, which is nice. I went to the post office, and as usual, nothing but flyers. But like they say, no news is good news, right? It'd be nice to go in there and find a special treat of a surprise or a piece of treasure, but you never know. It's only Tuesday though, so who knows? We'll see about the week, see what happens. Oh, here is, I was telling you about the library that used to be the Mason Hall, and then it turned into a library. After the Mason Hall was moved from that location, maybe it was too small, maybe it was too busy of an area, can't really say. I mean, back in the 50s, this was a booming town. This was, I mean, you could go downtown and there'd be hundreds of people. Now you're lucky if you see 2 or 3. I think it's more of the fact that the economy of this town is kind of dying down. It's really hard to get business going here. So anyways, this building here, across the way there, that after the library, this is where the Mason Hall was moved to, which is actually only a couple doors down from where I live, which was actually kind of cool. When I first moved out here in 2009, you can see here, there's a big massive field in behind the Mason Hall. They used to have massive parties. They'd have, you know, big people bringing food. They'd have barbecues. They'd have all kinds of people playing instruments, and I mean, I was actually in my front yard when I first moved out here. I'm staying with my father right now because he wanted me to move out here because of my son, which he's now been really close to, and my son's now 12. But yeah, we were sitting in the front yard one summer and we heard this loud music going on, so I took a walk. Now, I didn't think anything of it, I just wanted to see where the music was coming from. And then I went up to it just to, I just told them, I said, oh, it's like a beautiful music you guys are playing. And they said, come on, bring the whole family, join us. It was awesome. So we stayed there, we had barbecue, we had food. The one guy was trying to teach me how to play the banjo, which was kind of funny. Yeah, I'm back into where I live. So, my dad's lovely old truck. But yeah, he loves his truck. An 89 F-150. Poor guy is falling apart. But my dad loves it and maintains it, as much as he can. So anyways, I am going in. My fingers are frozen. I will upload this and put it all together. And hope you guys enjoy. Okay, take care.